Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive. Today we're taking a look at robots, more specifically RobotLAB, and how you could actually become part of the robotics revolution.
Sounds exciting.
Right. So RobotLAB is like the big dog in the robotics world. They're all about bringing AI and automation to businesses and schools everywhere. Pretty cool stuff. And get this, they've got this unique franchise opportunity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can actually own a piece of the future.
So what makes their franchise so special?
Well, one of the things that really stood out to me is just how many different industries they're involved in. I was looking at their website. Education, healthcare, hospitality, retail. They've even got robot chefs.
Robot chefs?
Yeah. Wow.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that's amazing. So they're really covering a lot of ground, and that's got to be a huge advantage, right? They've got all this experience bringing robotics to all these different sectors.
Exactly. As a franchisee, you're not starting from scratch. You're tapping into all that knowledge and expertise they've already built up.
Like a roadmap to success. Yeah, pretty much.
And with all that experience, I bet they have a ton of resources to support their franchisees, too.
That's what I was thinking. You're not just getting access to cutting-edge robot solutions,
Yeah.
but also all the training, the marketing materials, the guidance you need to make your franchise actually thrive.
That's essential, especially in a field like robotics that's constantly changing.
Right. You need that expert backup.
Speaking of experts, I was reading about their team of robot specialists.
Oh, yeah, they really emphasize that.
They're not just selling robots, they're problem solvers.
I love that.
Yeah, they work with you to understand your client's needs and customize solutions.
I read this testimonial from a business owner, Jim Lewis. He was so happy with how RobotLAB helped him find the perfect robot to boost his efficiency.
So you're not just selling a product, you're actually helping businesses become more successful.
And making a difference in your community.
Which is a really rewarding feeling.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're committed to building those long-term partnerships, not just with their clients, but with their franchisees as well.
That's key.
They even talk about how you get a dedicated local robotics partner.
So it's that personalized support, combined with the power of a big brand.
The best of both worlds.
It is.
So they really seem to have thought of everything to set their franchisees up for success.
They do.
But I was curious about one thing. They keep mentioning full-service solutions. What does that even mean when we're talking about robots?
It means they handle everything for you. So let's say you sell a disinfection robot to a hospital. RobotLAB doesn't just ship it to them and call it a day. They take care of the whole process, the on-site deployment installation, training the staff, even maintenance and repairs if anything goes wrong.
So as a franchisee, you're not stuck dealing with all the technical stuff. That's a huge relief.
Exactly. You can focus on what you're good at, building relationships with clients, understanding their needs, and finding the right robot solutions.
So you become like a trusted advisor.
Yeah, helping them navigate the world of automation.
Now I have to ask, doesn't all this support come with a pretty hefty price tag?
I know what you mean. Starting a franchise is a big investment, but RobotLAB gets that. That's why they work with financing companies, to offer competitive rates and manageable payments.
So they're trying to make it accessible to anyone who's passionate about this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And don't forget about the power of the RobotLAB brand.
Right. They're already a leader in the industry.
They've been featured in major publications, won awards. So as a franchisee, you'd be leveraging all that credibility.
That's instant validation.
And the best part is they're constantly innovating. They're not just keeping up with trends, they're setting them.
It's amazing to think about how much robots are already changing our lives.
And it's only the beginning.
Yeah, we're really just at the tip of the iceberg.
Exactly.
And RobotLAB is right there at the forefront.
Leading the charge.
And they're giving you a chance to join them.
To be a part of this revolution.
But it's not just about watching from the sidelines.
Yeah.
It's about actively shaping the future and making a real difference. I want you to imagine for a second. Imagine yourself as a RobotLAB franchisee.
Take a moment and really picture it.
What kinds of businesses do you see yourself working with? What kind of impact would you make in your community?
It's exciting to think about, isn't it?
It is. To be at the forefront of technology, helping businesses thrive.
And bringing cutting-edge solutions to your own neighborhood.
It's almost like being a superhero,
Yeah,
using robots to make the world a better place.
I love that analogy.
But seriously, there's so much potential here. It's not just about making money, it's about making a difference.
And that's what makes this franchise opportunity so compelling. It's a chance to combine your entrepreneurial spirit with something bigger than yourself.
I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
Me too. But before we get carried away, maybe we should talk about some of the practicalities of running a Robot Lab franchise.
All right, so we've talked about all the support RobotLAB offers and the impact you could have as a franchisee. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty. What does running a RobotLAB franchise actually look like day to day?
Well, it's not your typical 9-to-5 job, that's for sure.
I bet.
You'll be out in the community a lot, meeting with potential clients, getting to know their needs, showing them what robots can do.
So lots of networking and building relationships.
Absolutely. You're basically a robotics consultant, helping businesses find the right solutions to optimize their operations.
Sounds pretty dynamic.
It is. One day you could be talking to a restaurant owner who can't find enough staff. The next day you could be showing off educational robots to a school principal.
So you're always on the move.
And always learning. The robotics field is constantly changing.
That's a good point.
You'll always be expanding your knowledge and expertise.
That sounds like a perfect fit for someone who loves technology and working with people.
Exactly.
And of course, there's the satisfaction of seeing your work make a real difference.
That's what it's all about, helping businesses automate their tasks, improve efficiency, and ultimately thrive.
That's got to feel pretty rewarding. It really does.
Now, we've talked a lot about the Robot Lab franchise, but I think it's important to remember that choosing any franchise is a big decision.
You're absolutely right. It's not something to take lightly.
Definitely not.
And that's where someone like Steve Sparks can really help.
Oh yeah, with his franchising expertise.
He's seen it all. He can guide you through the whole process, help you evaluate different options, and find the perfect fit for your goals.
That sounds incredibly valuable, especially for someone who might be feeling overwhelmed.
Absolutely. Steve's passionate about helping people find the right franchise.
Yeah.
And setting them up for success.
So if you're intrigued by this Robot Lab opportunity, reaching out to Steve seems like a great next step.
I definitely recommend it.
He can answer any questions you might have.
And provide personalized guidance.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground today. We've learned all about Robot Lab, their incredible franchise opportunity, and how you could actually become a part of the robotics revolution.
It's an exciting time to be involved in this industry. It really is. So if you're looking for a way to make a real difference in the world, and you're passionate about technology, I encourage you to explore the Robot Lab franchise page.
And don't forget to reach out to Steve Sparks for expert advice.
He can help you take that next step towards becoming a robotics pioneer. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
It's been a pleasure, Tanya.